Hello everyone, and welcome to the Dice Commando YouTube channel. I'm Andrew, with you here as always. This is Go Again, a fabulous video cast covering the trading card game Flesh and Blood. This video and others like this one are possible thanks to viewers like you. Please show your support with a like and subscribe, and be sure to hit the bell notification icon so you don't miss any new videos. If you want to get involved with the channel, consider becoming a channel member. There are many benefits to channel membership, including access to our Discord, exclusive deck tech and strategy videos, and the opportunity to help create channel content. I want to sincerely thank all our channel members, as I truly couldn't do this without your support. You guys rock. Go Commando.
Hello Flesh and Blood folks, welcome back to Dice Commando and Go Again, a fabulous cast. So we have a little bit of a different cast tonight. There's not going to do the whole intro thing. What we're doing tonight, well, the backstory for what we're doing tonight is about 2 weeks ago, I was able to get my buddy into the game, right? I gave him some cards. We've been talking back and forth a lot on Messenger. He's very into it. I've, kind of cast and set the hook, and he's really into Bolton. And he has a Precon on the way, and part of our conversation has been, how can he, kind of upgrade that Precon deck to be okay, right? And I thought that it would be kind of neat to just record this. Yes, this video's primarily been shooting specifically for him, but I thought maybe there were some other people who would want to see it, and if you didn't want to see it, you probably didn't click on it, right? So anyway, so that's what we're doing tonight. I've got some notes. Well, I guess you can't see it with the light, but that's that is what it is. But that's what we're going to go through tonight. So he has an advantage in that he actually lives out in Troutdale, which means that he's within driving distance of my buddy over at Fab Foundry. Which is, by the way, the source that I'm using for all of the prices that I'm citing tonight. So the objective, what I've been able to do is I've gone through, and I think we can trick out the Bolton Blitz deck for about $12 with current market value as of the day I'm shooting this, which is August 14th, 2021. And I think it's an okay deck, right? Like, I think and above being an okay deck, what's more important is that it can really give them a better feel of how to actually play it, right? So what I want to do first is let's start, it's the magic of the internet, right? Or technology. So this is a Bolton Precon deck. So what we're going to do is we're going to use this as our shell, right? Because that's what he mostly has. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and add some cards. And we're going to subtract some cards too, obviously, because it's Blitz and you have to be 40 cards, right? So the cards I want to add, we're going to add 1 Battlefield Blitz red. We're going to add 2 Battlefield Blitz yellow. We're going to add 1 via the Vanguard. That's like the number one purchase, right? Number one purchase is via the Vanguard. We're going to add 1 red Valiant Thrust. We're going to add 2 blue Valiant Thrusts. We're going to add 2 blue Steelblade Shunts, because that card is so warrior essential. We're going to add 1 Duskbath Pilgrimage red. We're going to add 2 blue Take Flights. It blows my mind, actually, that they don't have blue Take Flights in that Precon. It's really surprising to me, but needs to get those. And then we're actually going to add 2 Illuminates. I really, really like that card for Bolton. It's just a 0 red for 0. Yeah. Anyway, so that's what we're going to add. And then we're going to, this is the big pricey investment. We're going to go Raiden, right? So right now on the fabfoundry.co, it is $8.95. So that's obviously the big purchase. The other cards that I just mentioned total $3.90 again as of today. Basically, the going rate for a rare is anywhere between 30 and 35 cents, depending on the rare, right? Most of your reds are 35 cents. Most of your nons, most of your yellows and blues are like 30 cents. So and then there's a couple commons in there too, like the Take Flights, I think commons are like 15 cents. So that's what we're gonna do. Those are the cards I recommend. And I do, like I said at the beginning of this is kind of an ad hoc video. I just kind of figured we'd shoot it. So no, I do not have a bunch of, normally I try to make nice graphics. I don't have those this time. But what I want to do, all right, so what I want to do is I just kind of want to run down and say what we're going to take out, and then we'll hit strategy, and then we'll get out of here, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to remove Minerva. We are. I do want you to, Sean, I want you to keep her on a sleeve because there are some arguments to be made. Like if eventually you go to Sabers or something like that, you may want to play her. She's awesome. She's only in the starter, so like don't throw her away or anything, right? But let's take her out. We're also going to drop 2 across the lines. We're going to drop the Invigorating Light. We're going to drop both the push forwards. We're also going to drop the Express Lightning yellow, the yellow Express Lightning. We're keeping the red Express Lightning. We are going to drop the Seek Enlightenment, and we're going to, that's the blue Seek, well, I think it's the only one. Drop the Seek Enlightenment, and then we're going to drop the yellow Rising Solar Tides, right? So let's just go down the list, make sure I got all this. So we're dropping the Mentor, we're dropping the 2 red cross the lines, we're dropping 1 Invigorating Light, dropping 2 red push forwards, we're dropping the 2 yellow Express Lightnings, we're dropping the 2 yellow Rising Solar Tides, we're dropping the 2 blue Seek Enlightenments. So that should come out to 40, right? Because remember, we don't have any flexibility. It has to be 40 for Blitz, right? So, and then again, just to recap, we're adding 2 blue Take Flights. We're adding Via the Vanguard, which is only yellow. We're adding 3 Battlefield Blitz, 1 red, 2 yellow. We're adding 3 Valiant Thrusts, 1 red, 2 blue. We're adding 1 Dusk Path, and we're adding 2 Steelblade Shunts. So again, the rares, the commons and the rares there come out to $3.90. And then we're taking away the hatchets, and by the way, you can actually keep the hatchets in from just the numbers that you have, and then we're going to add in Raiden. Right, so basically what you're doing here is we're adding a significant number of charge cards. Well, we're adding 3 charge cards, right? We're adding the 2 blue Take Flights, and we're adding the additional Via the Vanguard, which is like a staple. I actually, side note, I think it's kind of dumb that they don't put 2 Via the Vanguards in this deck, but they want to set the hook too, right? So I mean, you're a smart guy, right? Anybody else who's looking at this game reasonably understands what you want to do is you want to charge. I mean, your ideal play is some sort of charge that could take flight into a Battlefield Blitz or a Valiant Thrust. Battlefield Blitz naturally has Go Again if you've charged. Valiant Thrust gives you the over the top, which already gives you the plus, so then you can do the Bolton ability and then go into rated, right? So it's all about charging. Now, your disadvantage in this deck is you're pretty card intensive. You generally need 3 cards in your hand, right? Which only really gives you 1 to defend. And if you're trying to pull something else out, maybe you have to take it to the face. And in Blitz, you don't have a ton of ability to take it in the face. But the advantage of this deck is it's constant pressure, right? From the get-go, it's just constant pressure. You're on the gas. You just keep pounding. All right, so that's upgrade 1 of, like I said, it's about $12. What is it? What did I say? It's $3.90 and 8 something, $3.90 and $8.95. So it's actually closer to it's $13. Sorry, it's just shy of $13. So that's upgrade 1. Now, next, so that's tier 1. Next step, the first purchase I recommend above that is Bolting Blade. I think Bolting Blade is like really, really good. I mean, it's not like, huge statement, Andrew. No, Bolting Blade is really, really good. That's the one I would do next. That is currently $3.45 a piece. So with your 13 and then those, and that's what 7. So that's actually $20, right? So for $20, you could drive down the street, and pick up that everything I just recommended plus 2 Bolting Blades. Now, I didn't even think about this beforehand. If I were to add in Bolting Blade's a yellow. You could probably take out the red cross the lines, I would think. Would probably be the one to take out, I would think. But you can play around with that on your own preference. And then go in and add, Beacon of Victory. I really love Beacon of Victory. Lumina Ascension is a really, really good card. I think that's probably your last purchase of them. Beacon of Victory, because then you can kind of sub out for your Courageous Steel Hands. It's almost a 1-to-1 swap there. Really, really good card that lets you tutor for other stuff if you charged. And then so that's kind of your tier thing. Now, obviously, the next step is to actually start building out your equipment suite, but you're not going to be able to build out your equipment suite for $20, right? So we're talking different levels, but for actually testing and getting real rep games in, even at your LGS, like I think you could with this show up to a Blitz tournament there at Distant Dice, I think you could show up and do well. So anyway, that's it. We're already at 10 minutes, so I'm way longer than I wanted to be for this, because I just wanted it to be a quick hit. But yeah, so hopefully, Sean, that helps you. If anybody else has been watching, I hope this helps you as well. I mean, if you've gotten to this point and you're just looking for a cheap upgrade to your Boltyn deck, yeah, there you go. So like I said, not a normal cast, just wanted to kind of get it out there. Figured I'd shoot it, maybe somebody else could help, or help somebody else, and there we go. So anyway, thanks everyone for joining. Don't forget, if you are ordering singles, Fab Foundry, right? I used them for a reason. He's great. He's a great guy. He does he'll send you a handwritten note. Shipping's fast. He's a guy who actually cares about Flesh and Blood, not making money on Flesh and Blood. Good guy. Go check him out. If you do, make sure to use the code below. It gives me a kickback, which then I can use to get stuff and help out other people in my own play group. So anyway, thanks folks very much for joining. Go Commando.